Sanjay, your host on this channel. Guys, today's topic was not something which I had in my mind, nor I was planning to record a video today. It's just like that today is Vasant Panchami, the day when we celebrate and worship Goddess Saraswati, Goddess of arts, music, knowledge, wisdom. So, because in our field, like whether you are an art enthusiast or whether you have devoted your life in the pursuit of knowledge, so you need the blessings of Goddess Saraswati. So the whole day I was just doing the mantra and chanting dedicated to Goddess Saraswati. Then I thought that I should be making a video today, whatever the topic could be, but there has to be some upload which has to go from my end today. So yes guys, the topic which we will be talking today is about the importance of the Nakshatra Lord. Because guys, whenever it comes down to, for me, like obviously at the end of the day, if you actually want to understand that in which dignity planets are going to be functioning in your life, so you cannot only look at planet that in which zodiac sign that planet is placed, in which house that planet is placed, but ultimately final say is always of the nakshatra. So because of which three nakshatra becomes very important in our life: ascendant nakshatra, our moon nakshatra, and lastly the ascendant lord's nakshatra. Because if ascendant lord tells about the direction of your life, so the ascendant lord's nakshatra will tell about that in your that life path, in your that life journey, what kind of experiences you will encounter. But guys, over here as well, now we have to go a little bit deeper into it. Now you have figured it out that okay, in this chart, ascendant lord is placed in this house, ascendant lord is placed in this nakshatra. Now if you will include the ascendant lord's nakshatra and that nakshatra lord as well, its placement in the chart will also give you insight. Now guys, this can also work like a inspiration, or somehow your life path, your life journey will definitely be connected to the house where your ascendant lord's nakshatra lord is going to be placed. I hope that you are not finding the language a bit complicated. So before we will jump into the comprehensive part, let's first take up few celebrity reference charts, which will make you guys understand it in a very simple language. So let's take up the case of Steve Jobs first. So definitely guys, looking at his chart, now we can see over here that he has got Leo rising. Now we have to see that where the ascendant lord is placed. So in his case, his ascendant lord is placed in the 7th house. So that in itself tells about that somehow this person's life will be very much dedicated, devoted towards public service, too much towards the worldly duties. Now what we have to do is that we have to see that ascendant lord is placed in which nakshatra. So now as you can see over here, ascendant lord is placed in the Satbhisha nakshatra, nakshatra ruled by the planet Rahu. Now over here as well, you must have got some connection that here we are looking at a chart of a person who has dedicated his life to technology, who is considered as a pioneer in so many different ways, which is somehow coming in the connection or in the purview of Rahu and Rahu's domain only. So now where Rahu is placed in the chart. So now guys, as you can see over here that in his case, Rahu is placed in the 5th house. Now Rahu is also conjunct with the 10th house lord, which is planet Venus. So now guys, here you can see that how things get connected when you have to decode someone's life. In his case, definitely his ascendant lord was giving us this insight that somehow his life is going to be dedicated, devoted. His majority of the running around of the life will be hovering around the areas of the 7th house. But once we get deeper into it, because ultimately final say is always of the nakshatra and nakshatra lord. So nakshatra lord, because it is placed in the 5th house, so the whole life path and the whole life journey somehow was deriving the inspiration from the 5th house as well. Now let's take up another case. Now guys, in the case of, let's take up the case of Al Pacino. So because whenever I'm figuring out any of the reference charts to explain in my videos, I generally look for those charts only where the birth time is accurate. So guys, in his case, Al Pacino has got Cancer as his lagna, Ascendant Lord is placed in the 5th house, and it is placed in the Jyeshtha Nakshatra. So definitely Ascendant Lord being placed in the 5th house tells about a life dedicated, devoted towards art, entertainment, business. And because moon is in this state, that also tells about you might be more inclined towards, or you might be known for some darker roles, some some mafia kind of roles, which we can see over here. But most importantly, staying on the topic, so his moon nakshatra is Jyeshtha. So the lord of the Jyeshtha is the planet Mercury. Now where Mercury is placed, now guys, if you will see, Mercury is placed in the 9th house, and it is conjunct with Ketu over there. Now, like the way I always give emphasis to the birth date as well. So Al Pacino was born on the April 25th. So 2 plus 5 is 7, which is again a number of Ketu. But moreover, guys, now over here you can see that the life path is somehow in his case, both of the trine houses are getting involved. And definitely, guys, whenever 9th house in a way comes into the picture, so there could be some divine protection, divine guidance, and generally native wants to dedicate or devote his life to such an extent that he should inspire others. And definitely in Al Pacino's case, in the world of acting, he is actually considered as the role model. After that, guys, let's take up another case. So another case is of Leonardo DiCaprio. Now in his case, as you can see that he has got Virgo as his lagna. His ascendant lord is Mercury, which is placed in the 2nd house in the Chitra Nakshatra, which is being ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars is also placed in the 2nd house. So now, guys, over here you can see that, see, if ascendant lord tells about your life path, so the nakshatra lord of the ascendant lord has not gone to any other house. So whatsoever inspiration, whatsoever support ascendant lord needs, help and support is very close to it. And definitely, guys, I have said this thing so many times, the dictum and the principle which the great astrologer K.N. Rao sir has given to the world, that apart from your finances, your values, your virtues, a prominent 2nd house can make someone very much dedicated towards your life path, towards your life goal. Like K.N. Rao sir has used this term in his work, that a prominent 2nd house person is someone who is like a man with a mission to fulfill in the life. And we know that in Leonardo DiCaprio's case, his degree and sense of perfectionism we can fairly see over here with the prominence of the 2nd house. So yes, guys, these were the 3 reference charts which I wanted to show or present in front of you. So now the gist of this discussion is that I always give emphasis to the 3 nakshatras. Your moon nakshatra, so it means that if your moon nakshatra is, for example, Purvashadha, so that means where Venus is placed, because Venus rules the Purvashadha nakshatra. Your ascendant nakshatra, Lagan nakshatra, that is also important. But ultimately, guys, because moon nakshatra has got more to do with your thought process, with the accumulated karma. And ascendant nakshatra tells more about your life, your personality. But when we talk about our life journey, our life path, over there ascendant lord's placement has got a major say. And wheresoever the ascendant lord's nakshatra lord is going to be placed, that will definitely give us this insight that some sort of inspiration, some sort of in your life journey support, help, obstruction might be connected to the house where the nakshatra lord of your ascendant lord's nakshatra lord is placed in the chart. And guys, if you want to understand the summary of all of it in the 12 houses, so that's very simple. If you will find that your I do not want to repeat this verbose long sentence, if you will find that your ascendant lord's nakshatra lord is placed in the 1st house, so that in itself tells about that the onus will lie to you. Answerability, accountability in your life path, in your life journey, all the fingers eventually will be pointed back at you. So life will make you accountable, responsible. If it's in the second house, guys, obviously second house has got lot to do with developing that degree and sense of focus and your goals, like how firm you could be to defend your values, to defend your virtues. That all will become very important. And also your family support might also have a strong say over there. Now this could be support, or this could be some sort of obstruction as well. I recently saw one chart. So not only the ascendant lord was placed in the 8th house, Saturn was conjunct with Ketu in the 12th house, 9th house lord was moon. So you must have understood it's a Scorpio lagna. So 9th house lord is moon, and it is also placed in the 2nd house in the Mula Nakshatra. So this is how we can say that, okay, this chart is completely karmic. So remedies, rituals becomes very important, and somehow whatsoever you are lacking or whatsoever is getting delayed in your life, a lot is being controlled by the third power. So okay guys, now if you will find that it is placed in the 3rd house, so that tells about that your own initiatives, your own efforts, and somehow life will put you in those situations that you have to demonstrate that courage and valor, and you have to be accountable. When it comes down to the 4th house, I have generally seen that somehow guys, like all those people who do very good in the public domain, or when we talk about the concerns of inner contentment and satisfaction, plays a very pivotal role. Like you should be doing something in the life which is deeply connected with your inner calling. Guys, when we talk about 5th house, this could be a very blessed connection, because 5th house has got a very divine grace connected to it, and some sort of past life talents are also can be unraveled or can be accessed from it. If it's about the 6th house, it has got a lot to do with the hardship, struggle, service, attitude of service, which needs to be embraced if you actually want to do good in your life journey, in your life path. Guys, if it has to do with the 7th house, so definitely I would say that life partner and partnership and your accountability, your integrity in the amidst all these partnerships play a very important role. Guys, if it has to do with the 8th house, so again you cannot just attach 8th house only with the weakness or the karmic debts, but in a lot many cases, if your ascendant lord's nakshatra lord is in a strong dignity in the 8th house, it can also in a very unconscious way, in a very unknown and esoteric mysterious way, can keep on providing you help and aid in your life journey as well. Now guys, when there is any connection coming in from the 9th house, again guys, it's a good combination if planet is well placed over here. And let's say for example, if your ascendant lord is in a strong dignity, and individually the ascendant lord's nakshatra lord is also well placed in the 9th house, so this can be a good combination that in your life journey, in your life path, luck will keep on supporting you in all different forms, like divine protection. And I would say that any of the religious austerities will prove to be working out very strongly, very quickly in your case. Guys, if it has to do with the 10th house, so generally what I have seen that 10th house has got more to do with our responsibilities, with our duties which we perform in the world. So a lot many times this could be a combination where position and power gets bestowed, like whatsoever in whichsoever field, area or capacity you are performing, you might remain lucky in easily climbing up the ladder of success or ladder of power. Now guys, when we talk about 11th house, so again guys, in our astrology system, our saints and our sages have allotted this house as the house of wish fulfillment, and also this is also a house which is connected with the collective consciousness as well. So I would say that in whichever dignity your ascendant lord is placed, and whatsoever you are hard bent to accomplish or to achieve in the life, and like this could be your ascendant lord is placed in the 7th house, and your ultimate goal of life is to have a good matrimonial life. If your ascendant lord is placed in the 5th house, your ultimate goal is to do something good in the lines of the art and creativity. And along with that, the nakshatra, your ascendant lord's nakshatra lord, if it is placed in the 11th house, so it is a very good combination that success, support will keep on coming to you at the right times. And lastly guys, if it has to do with the 12th house, so I would say that a lot will be dependent on that in which condition and dignity your ascendant lord is placed, and the ascendant lord's nakshatra lord, its dignity in the 12th house. If it is coming out to be, or if it is falling on a vulnerable zone, then this could be responsible for expenses, losses, too much of the aimless wandering in your life goal, in your life path. So that is how you can attach it. And guys, rest of the two cases are like, for example, if you're like in my case, my ascendant lord Mars is placed in the 8th house in the Anuradha nakshatra, but the lord of the Anuradha, which is planet Saturn, so it is also conjunct with it in the same house. So if that is the case, this is generally considered as a win-win situation, because in that situation, otherwise, for example, if in my case, if my if my ascendant lord being a Aries lagna, if my ascendant lord Mars is placed in the 8th house in the Anuradha nakshatra, but the lord of Anuradha, Saturn, if it is placed in an enemy sign like in the 5th house, or if it is placed in the first house, debilitated, then so guys, this could be an indication that because my ascendant lord is placed in the 8th house, so my whole life is dedicated, devoted towards the pursuit of unknown occult subjects, research, all the areas of the 8th house. But just because my ascendant lord is placed in the nakshatra and the nakshatra lord is weak, so no matter how much energy I am exerting over there, how much I am determined to succeed in the areas or in the domain of the 8th house, life is not supporting me because that nakshatra lord is placed in an enemy sign, or it is in a afflicted state. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say. Again, before I will conclude this video, heartiest blessings of the and wishes of the Vasant Panchami. It's my earnest wishes that the grace of the goddess Saraswati shall shower upon you, on your whole family, and your mind, your intellect only be uplifted towards divine. So for further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.